Kitakubu.
What's up, KitaSean? KitaSean here. So we're gonna go ahead and do another servant spotlight video, and it's gonna be on the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi is a limited 5-star saber that came out on New Year's, which surprised everyone because no one had any information on a New Year's servant, and Miyamoto Musashi comes in as that limited 5-star saber. And she got the gender bend treatment like a lot of characters do, but she's actually one of my favorite sabers to use in the game right now. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about her skills, what teams you can put her in, CEs, and how she is overall. So all of Miyamoto Musashi's skills are self-target skills, meaning that she's going to become your main attacker. And her first skill, 5th Sequence A, is very unique because she's the only one that has it. It doubles the number of hits for each attack. But you have to remember this, it greatly decreases in power after each hit, but gains power increased by the level of the skill. So at level 1, it's at 0%, at level 10, 30%. So you will still get the double hits, but you won't get the power increase. So you definitely want to level this skill up so that you can bring out its true potential. Heavenly Eyes A is a great skill to have against enemies that have invincibility because it completely ignores that for a turn, and also it increases Buster card effectiveness by 1 turn, level 1 30% and level 10 50%. So this skill works perfectly with her first skill, 5th Sequence A, because of the double hits that you gain and the power that you gain from that first skill. So she has a lot of Buster cards in her deck, which we'll be talking about in a bit, and not only that, her MP is Buster, so you're gonna do a lot of damage with her. So I think you can already tell Musashi focuses on dealing a lot of damage towards the enemy. Emptiness A applies invincibility onto herself so she can protect herself when needed. It also increases critical star drop rate for 3 turns, level 1 10%, level 10 30%, so it works well with the other 2 skills, and it also removes debuffs on her, all of them. She only has one class skill, Magic Resistance A, increases debuff resist by 20%. Her Noble Phantasm is a single target buster type Noble Phantasm called Rikudo Gorin Kurikara Tensho. It removes all the buff that the enemy has, and it also increases MP strength for 1 turn on overcharge, and of course depending on the MP level the percentage will increase, and it does a lot of damage towards the enemy, especially if you use all her buffs as well as the support buffs on her. So she will do a lot of damage with the Noble Phantasm if you do everything right.
なん天満台自在天地二葉栗から超天書行くぞ剣豪バット医者な大天書
Her card lineup is Quick, Art, Triple Buster, and then the hits are 3 hits with the Quick, 3 hits with the Art, Buster is 2 hits, Extra is 4, and her Noble Phantasm is 7 hits. So because of the 3 Buster cards in her deck, she focuses on dealing a lot of damage towards the enemy, and it's really hard for her to synergize with the other servants because she only has 1 copy each of both Quick and Art, and both of those actually gain a lot of MP and stars. But it's just, again, really hard to chain those together, so you really need to rely on the supports to gain her MP. So again, you want to bring a support that can help increase MP and attack. Waver and Merlin are no-brainers when it comes to this. Merlin can also heal as well as gain MP every turn with his MP, while Waver can actually stall with it. So these two are no-brainers when it comes to support. You can also bring in Shakespeare for the Buster up, Hans for the crit up, and Julius Caesar is actually a really good one as well when it comes to support. Yeah, his third skill has a demerit when it comes to defense down for 3 turns, but you can go ahead and use Musashi's invincibility skill for protection. Some sub-attackers slash supports are like Arturia, Nightingale, who can heal. You can also bring in Narrow Bride for the MP, attack and defense up, and use her MP to debuff the enemies. Eldorado Berserker is also a really good one, attack up, buster up, and her MP can stall as well, and she's a Berserker, so she's gonna do a lot of damage. Servants like Arturia Alter, Arthur Pendragon, Mordred, Suzuka Gozen, Sigurd are really great sabers for a sub-attacker when you need to go against a Lancer. You can also bring in some Berserkers like Nobunaga Berserker or Chacha, they're really good. Heroine X is actually a pretty good one so that you can gain some stars. But yeah, you can actually bring in anyone as a sub-attacker, but probably someone that could actually increase their own attack would be nice. When it comes to CEs for Musashi, I think there are 3 different kinds that you can use. You can use a Star Generation Gather Up one, you can also use a Buster / Attack Up one, or maybe even an MP Attack Up one. So CEs like Talk of the Heated Sands is a great one. The Bazette CE is a really good one if you don't have Talk on the Heated Sands. Maiden Leading Chaldea is also a really good one, increases crit stars as well as Buster Up. Limit 0 is also a really good one, and there's also Black Grill so that you can increase the MP. You can also use Hero on the Beach. I actually really like this one on Musashi as well, but I think the other CEs are better. So that was my spotlight video on Miyamoto Musashi. So she is pretty difficult to use at first. I mean, it took me a while to learn how to use her, like to figure out the teams and everything. And again, she is not that great when it comes to synergy with the other servants. So yeah, she's pretty hard to use. So for those who are playing FGO for the first time when she comes in, just remember that like she's not that easy to master. But other than that, she's a great servant. I love her character, especially when Epic Remnant Chapter 3 came out. Like when she first came out, I didn't really care too much about her. So but Epic Remnant Chapter 3 changed all that. She's a great servant, definitely worth the role. And yeah, you can use Double Merlin, Double Waver, but I try to stay away from that because I think it's boring. But it is a possible team that you could use. But yeah, Musashi, definitely a great servant to use. I hope this helped you guys a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys have any other servants that you guys want me to do, comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.